Hello, everyone. Latiste here. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah. Um, just to get started, as I was clearing out the other energy and getting started with yours, I immediately started hearing lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. But then towards the end, kind of like how they do in scary movies, it started to get like distorted, like, almost a little bit weird, like you couldn't start hearing it, and almost like a creeping, distorted tone. Um, and I feel like it's almost like a distorted message. You feel like you're not getting all the pieces in connection, or you are, and it feels like it's almost not clear, or it's almost a creeping feeling, like that scary movie energy. Like it takes a regular song that typically isn't scary, but then it puts it in a situation where it's like, oh my God, now I'm gonna look at this song completely different now. If you're thinking about Us, I got five on it. Put it into a situation where it's like, I'm gonna look at this song completely different now. When I hear it, I'm gonna think about this. So it's almost like the energy of music, the sounds surrounding. I'm hearing like, this is our song. And now when you think about that, it holds on to this energy. You're like, oh, my grandma used to play this, and it makes you think of this scent or this moment, or oh, it's Saturday, play the. It's almost like that energy where it's like I'm hearing the music is almost setting the tone for your life, and you feel like it's been a little bit distorted, but in a way of like you are trying to find a new tone, a new tune, a new artist, almost a new. I'm hearing collaboration, something different, in a sense of self for you in where you want to go, but also in what you're hearing and what you're truly consuming and taking in. Yeah, it's like it's shifting the music. Like I don't know why they're playing that song. I don't know why that's here. I don't know why that's present. It's almost like also when you're watching those shorts and the music is playing louder than the words. And I was like, alrighty, you play the music, it's that energy where the sound, the frequencies, the tones play such a huge part in your life and how you consume and digest things. I'm also smelling like there's that when people used to put the Kool-Aid and the sugar in a bag, mix it up, and then like eat it, while they at school. I'm also smelling that like flavor, not tasting it, but like smelling it, reminiscent. So it's almost like mixing something, mixing two elements, but missing another. The wallet to actually make it go, but it still allows it to be created from something with your spit, which sounds crazy, but it's like you're taking something different and you're looking for something different as well. With again, this distorted tone, this shifting energy, this change. So let's see what's going on with this energy of that, because it's like no, 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 no. And then it just starts getting distorted, and it's creepy, or it's trying to be creepy, or it's. I'm afraid of the message that might come through. Um, I'm hearing push through what? I'm hearing just give it to me straight. I'm also seeing with this smell, which is very strong, very prominent, that Kool-Aid smell. Um, I'm seeing like the stained fingers, the red stained fingers, kind of a little bit of the red stained tongue. It's it's almost like a mark. You feel like there's almost like a mark on you, but you can't quite figure it out. Like, where did this come from? All of a sudden, waking up with a beauty mark or a mole or something. Like, where did this come from? Yeah. Spirit, what do you have for me in regards to this energy? That's funny because it was in reverse, but it can go either way. We have you need an orgasm. Okay, okay. Now the cards start flying up. Okay, we gonna chill. We gonna chill. Onward and upward came out on the ground right there. The they don't care. Move on, and then it takes two. Feelings do not equate facts in third party. Yeah, it's almost like I'm hearing a reminiscent of something old, which is why I'm getting that Kool-Aid smell, that childhood energy, that nostalgic energy, that reminiscent energy. The 69 coming in with the Cancer energy of reciprocation. It's almost like a distorted message, possibly from someone else. But with this, you need an orgasm to push it on the terms of not just sexually, but something that makes you, again, feels that pleasure, feels it all over your body, gives you goosebumps, makes you feel like you can be vulnerable, you can be expressive, you can be open, you can be sincere, you can be, I'm very inclusive, and communicative, so that way you are able to get that orgasm, whether that's a foodgasm, an eargasm, all these things, and just allowing that to truly be in that center, because we have onward and upward right underneath. It's like that climax feeling and actually being able to truly get off, you know, and truly accomplish a goal, accomplish a feeling, accomplish a satisfaction. So again, it's like almost trying to, with you guys, find possibly that sense of that tune, a tone. It's like something has been missing or distorted or cut off. I'm hearing the film has been cut, the film has been burned. It's like there's a missing piece. But the more that you feel it with pleasure, the more that you feel it with joy, with the presence and the present of self, it allows you to go onward and upward, not just in life, but in the way that you think and feel about yourself, and move forward. With it, they don't care, move on, and it takes two right under it. It lets me know that again, possibly that lack of reciprocation, that lack of give and take and give, listening and hearing and listening, um, nurturing and catering to, while also being attentive and all this. It's like it takes two, but it's a recognition that the more that you give pleasure to self and you move on, it's like a recognition of, okay, they don't care, right? It's also what that it takes two is a recognition that you're not in relationships alone, you're not in partnerships alone, you're not in business alone, you're not in these things alone. And with this searching for another part, it's almost like looking for a different sense of you, um, in that way. But I'm hearing this is a partnership that didn't work out. They didn't care enough to be attentive. They didn't care enough to be compassionate. They didn't care enough to be understanding or patient. They didn't care enough to allow you to slowly ease into the vulnerability to get those orgasms. Again, whether that be spiritual, mental, sexual, physical, so forth and have you, but it didn't allow you that. But with this bottom row, this onward and upward, it takes two. It's a recognition that I can have companionship, I can have shared relations, I can have authenticity, I can have vulnerability, I can have shared support and desire. They don't care, but once I move on, I recognize that it did take two in some of these situations. It did take more than just me, more than just my thoughts, more than just my actions, which leads to those feelings do not equate facts. It feels like maybe your feelings were a little bit more, too much involved, but until you actually get that real orgasm, that real feeling, that real burst of emotion and pleasure that it can give you, recognize like, wow, I wasn't truly looking at things from a true solid feeling standpoint, or even just from the facts of how things were and were not reciprocated truly and truthfully. It wasn't mixed good, it wasn't mixed well, right? It's like Kool-Aid with no sugar, just water. It's not sweet. And it's that realization. We have this third party coming in. It could have been a person, it could have been an outside force, it could have been just things needing to shift, but it's a recognition that it takes two in a third party. It was some outside energy for sure, but that also made you realize that this outside energy was able to disrupt what I thought was truly internal between us, between this deal, between this contract, between this partnership, between this friendship, between this relationship, between this family member, whatever it was. It was a recognition that it truly does take two, but I've been doing a lot of it on my own. And I can do better by myself, but I'm going to do better. Yeah, fire and desire coming out here, 444, protected, grounded, angels, ancestors, spirit guides are there presently helping you, listening to, I'm hearing frequencies and hertz as well, taking that in to lead you into a passion, into a drive, that allows you that that pleasure, that orgasm, that feeling like things are actually progressing. Shay. For spiritual hygiene, you need more than sage. You do. You need an orgasm. You need something to celebrate, something to enjoy. I'm hearing you have accomplished so much. You have progressed so much. You have grown so much. You have learned so much. You've also let go so much, lost so much, released so much, changed and shifted so much. That is also something to celebrate. Like you still have a passion, a drive, a desire that is lit. Right now, spiritually, again, you can get a spiritual orgasm as well, where it's a message, something so profound, a feeling and emotion that just shakes you. You need more than sage. You can cook yourself a good meal. That's yes, spiritual hygiene of truly being attentive to what you're consuming in that way. It can be going out dancing, just allowing yourself to be free. It can be hitting up that one person that you're like, hey, I could have been hit them up. I know that they'll, you know, whatever it is. Sometimes your spiritual hygiene is not just sitting and meditating. It's going out and celebrating self, celebrating your body, celebrating who you are, and allowing your spirit to actively move within you as you are the vessel for your spirit. So you're going to need more than sage. It could be by the water. It could be taking a spa day. It could be relaxing. It could be doing maybe some tarot reading or something. It's things that allow you to recognize that I have not been attending to my intuition, to my inner self, to introspection, to my pleasures in all ways. And that's what you deserve. That is what you truly, truly deserve and desire. Obviously, that's what leads you. That's what drives you. So allow things to burn. It can be some candle magic. There's so many ideas that are coming. But I feel like for you guys listening to music, listening to Hertz, and experiencing that, creating a playlist, whatever it is, allowing you throwing a party, going to a party, going out, just allowing yourself to experience that vibration. You know, just even when I'm out at the park and I'm just listening to my music and I'm putting my feet in the ground, it allows me to recognize that there's so much to celebrate. That is also drama, you know? So what do you have for them in regards to, oh, this hit me in the face. I'm hearing imposter syndrome with this one. Because we got imposter, I'm not who you think I am, which leads into the right on here. Thank you, Spirit. I'm not who you think I am, but I'm hearing like imposter syndrome. It's like once you release and truly become centered in and within of self and also others and the part that they play in your life and that you play in theirs, it allows you to recognize, okay, I can not only let go and recognize I may not have been that to them, but who am I truly? So you need that orgasm, whether that's again taking yourself out on a date, sleeping in a little bit longer and getting a good stretch when you wake up. It is again a pleasure of sensuality, tapping into that sacral chakra. For some of you, it could be an actual orgasm, masturbating, things of that sort. But it's like recognizing getting comfortable with your physical body. So that way your spirit can move. We also have reconnection and date. I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life, and I love to get together sometime and learn more about you. Now, this is a tricky one because what I'm hearing, especially with the dating can move on and it takes two and it being top of that, but the feelings don't equate facts, a third party. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. We got perspective. So this is going to I appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I like your opinion. Something's trying to come in between you and someone, you and an opportunity. It's going to be like two people coming back at once, whether that be a person and an opportunity, um, somebody else reaching out, two people reaching out. It's going to be like two people or a few people coming back. But with your perspective of recognizing something, my feelings do not equate the facts. And no matter how I feel about this person or things of that sort, I need to recognize that it's going to take two in this partnership, in this contract, in this deal, in this romantic relationship, in this platonic relationship. I need to recognize that it can't be any third party energies, whether from the past of my thoughts, from the past of theirs, from outside, because that causes feelings to equate facts. Yeah, we got sage advice coming right on top of the poor spiritual hygiene and something to celebrate. I've been thinking about your situation. I'd like to offer a fresh perspective. I love that. And it's right over here with the perspective in the third party. Very beautiful. Yeah, we got positive coming right on top of the feelings and the facts. My intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. So, like I said, it's somebody coming in. There's a few people coming in. A person may not care, and you have to recognize that with the it takes two that it's time to move on. But someone's gonna come in that's gonna make you recognize, okay, my feelings don't equate facts where I can still be vulnerable, open, and show my true intentions and allow them to show theirs. And that leads to this date. This can be an actual physical date on the calendar, like an interview. This can be someone taking you out on a date. This can be creating a date for, I'm hearing, a launch and exposure, but this is allowing you again to pull more into that spirituality and physicality of things. We have tried right on top of the fire and desiring something to celebrate. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. So again, with this loss of this person not caring, it leads into more and it provides you with more than possibly what you were even expecting to get. But it's that true reciprocation of a lot of things that are coming. So it's going to be a very positive experience, very loving experience for you. It's just going to take you releasing something physical in your body, getting that true orgasm and relaxing and releasing and letting go and feeling your emotions, but applying them to reality. Okay? We got to check in. I want to check up and make sure everything's going well. Yeah, this person is really going to ask questions about you, be concerned about you. They're going to ask about you and your spiritual needs. They're going to ask the way the spirit, I'm going to break down the way that you're going to know is this person's going to ask you something, right? Whether this be again a contract, a deal, a romantic, a familiar, a new community, whatever it is, they're going to ask you something that you have been like, nobody has asked me that in a while. Nobody has thought about that. Nobody, it's this energy, and it's going to be someone that you known or heard of or anything, but it is. But it's this reconnection. It's like, wow, It's almost like this. You remembered energy, or you understand energy. It's gonna over. I want to say overwhelm, but in a sense of of a safe space, and you need a safe space, and then you're gonna feel that with them. We got small favor. I'm hoping you can help with something small. Yeah, you're gonna be able to feel like you can be yourself. You won't feel this imposter syndrome. You're gonna recognize, and it's gonna be resonated. It's going to feel orgasmic. I love this for you. I really do. But that has been your reading. Let go of who doesn't care. Recognize how it feels in your body and allow what truly does in. Okay? Like, comment, share, and not to subscribe. Until next time, my darlings.